Is this the Caribbean or is it Greece? They say the path to paradise is never easy, and today we are putting that theory to the test. We are leaving the city behind to find a hidden lagoon where the water glows neon blue and history sleeps on top of a pirate island. Welcome to the wildest edge of Crete. We left Chania early in the morning to head to Kissamos port. It's about a 45 to 50-minute drive west of the city. The road is smooth and follows the coastline, so you get these amazing sea views right from the start. We're heading to Balos, one of the most famous lagoons in the world. We arrived at the port, which is the main gateway to Balos. There's plenty of parking here. We went straight to the ticket office. The round-trip ticket for the day cruise usually costs around 30 euros per person. There are a few different boats, including massive ferries that carry hundreds of people, but we're taking a specific boat called the Aristotelis. According to the schedule, we depart at 10:35 a.m. The best part about this specific boat is the route. We head straight to Balos Beach first for a swim while it's still relatively quiet, and then we visit the island of Gramvousa afterwards. True to the schedule, we left the port at exactly 10:35 a.m. Before boarding, we grabbed some snacks and drinks from the shop at the port, just to be prepared. But honestly, we didn't need to worry. Inside the boat, there's actually a really nice cafe. They serve everything from light meals and snacks to hot coffee and cold drinks. Once on board, we headed downstairs first. It's spacious and air-conditioned down here, which is the perfect place to drop off all our heavy beach bags and belongings so we don't have to carry them around. But we didn't stay inside. We spent almost the entire trip up here on the open roof deck. This is where you want to be to feel the wind and see the sights. The journey takes about an hour, and the views are stunning. You sail alongside the wild Gramvousa Peninsula. It's just jagged cliffs, nature, and the endless deep blue Libyan Sea. It is incredibly peaceful. Now, a quick tip for travelers. You can technically drive to Balos, but it is an adventure. The road is a long, clumsy dirt track on the edge of the cliff. If you take a car, you need to make sure your wheels and tires are compatible with off-road driving, or you risk a flat tire in the middle of nowhere. That's why we decided to take the boat. No stress, no dust, just enjoying the view of the sea and nature. After about an hour of sailing, the magic happens. Look at this water. The color shifts from deep blue to this crazy electric turquoise. We're docking at the small metal pier. The Aristotelis gets us right up close. Grab your bags because we have officially arrived in paradise. Walking through this shallow lagoon feels surreal. I've traveled to many places, but I've honestly never seen water this crystal clear and blue before. It's shallow enough to walk for hundreds of meters, making it perfect for relaxing and swimming. However, a quick warning, while the sand is soft in places, the entrance to the water often has sharp, slippery stones. You need to be very careful where you step to avoid falling or cutting your feet. I highly recommend bringing a pair of sea shoes if you have them. Since this is a wild, protected nature reserve, there are very few facilities. If you come here, you must come prepared. Bring your own umbrella because there's almost zero natural shade and the sun is intense. You'll also need high SPF sun cream, large towels, and plenty of water to stay hydrated. Do not rely on finding things here. Bring everything with you. So, is Balos worth the trip? Let's look at the reality. The colors of the water are mind-blowing, and the shallow lagoon is unique. Yes, it offers no shade. The sharp rocks in the water can be annoying, and it gets very crowded by midday. But honestly, the beauty outweighs the struggle. Our time at the lagoon is up, but the adventure isn't over. We hopped back on the boat because we have one more stop on the way back, the island of Gramvousa. The boat docks here for about an hour and a half. If you look up, you'll see a massive Venetian fortress on top of the steep cliff, built way back in the 1500s. Many tourists decided to brave the heat and hike up the stone path for the view. But down by the water, the vibe was pure relaxation. Many people jumped straight into that inviting sea, swimming and just having fun in the cool water. Others preferred to stay dry, laying out their towels on the beach to soak up the afternoon sun or finding a quiet spot to rest under the trees. And the water? Just look at it. It's even clearer than Balos, if that is possible. You can see every single stone on the bottom surface from meters away. It feels like swimming in a massive swimming pool, but completely natural. The boat finally docked back at Kissamos port around 5:30 p.m. We said goodbye to the sea and hopped back into our car for the long drive back to Heraklion. By the time we arrived, we were absolutely exhausted, but looking back at the photos of that electric blue lagoon and the pirate island, we felt nothing but deep satisfaction. If you could freeze one moment from today, the turquoise lagoon or the crystal clear waters of the pirate island, which one would you keep forever? I'll save a seat for you on the next journey.